plays together and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Louisville's offense will get the ball for the first time. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's DeMarco. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun on third down. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48, though. Need to measure it to first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Knights are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hard running there. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the move. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Prince. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burns. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatchett. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Hines is tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Red pass, it's complete. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Burns. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun to give to the back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
All right, great little run there. It wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. Breaks into the open. Can't get him to the ground. Out to
fucking
the
holding.
36-yard line after gaining 10 on
3
that
different
one.
fucking holdings.
They've got it
Damn,
in the
dude.
36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little...
No fucking way.
This defense, a much-needed play. Finally brought down.
Fuck.
What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Get it back. Fuck this.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
There we go. There we go. Get that shit back. Let's go.
They drag it down pretty quickly.
This is how we're going to answer.
Forced a big turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet,
Fucking go.
it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little
Fuck.
slippery. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out.
Thought he
Nice job by the defense.
bit to the inside.
With the assist from the weather.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's
First. Oh, really? Really? Motherfucker. Really, motherfucker? Oh.
Just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Prince. And the
I thought he had it. Oh my god, I thought he had it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short
No.
on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No!
Finds him in the
Fuck.
backfield. He's not
My
gonna
fault.
get there. Stopped
Fucking
short
stupid
on
play.
4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position.
Dude,
for
I hate
this
how the fans
offense.
get out of it when you go up by a certain amount. They never do that.
Grab behind the line. It's Turbin. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So now
4-0
it's
UCF team will be loud as
2nd
fuck
and
by the 4th quarter. All the way through.
long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up to throw.
Bro,
Touchdown, Cardinals.
why do you let him
Quick
behind
strike
you?
through the air for the score.
I haven't played off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.
All right, boys.
Be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got a man. It's Burns. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He's at the 40.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it'll be intercepted.
Fuck out of here.
Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
Why am I throwing those balls, dude? Fuck!
And UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Of course,
Looking
just
to
fucking...
throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Y'all saw that?
They
He just fucking floated over it.
Just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Louisville! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's Prince. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
3 interceptions, it's wild.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatchett. Quick throw,
Fuck,
but he's
dude.
not going anywhere. The defense
What the
was
fuck?
all over
Come on.
him. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
No.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Fucking lucky.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Wide open. Let's go.
From inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes defense wants to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at
false
this.
start.
There they go. No huddle, back on the line.
Fucking false start.
Communicate. Maybe you can catch him slipping.
Fucking running back took off before the snap.
Here on third down, trying to help UCF. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He gets it.
No fucking way.
To the first down marker, but
No fucking way you call 4th and inches.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with a decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or for us, green light. Go for it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job.